Judiciary Committee, and I yield the balance of the time to him.
The gentleman from California is recognized for 2.5 minutes.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, Mr. Chairman, and Ms. Lofgren, the chairman of the subcommittee, for bringing this legislation to the floor. For 30 debate time minutes, we have heard the other side's arguments, and so many of them have been filled with scare tactics and blatant inaccuracies. We've been working on this bill for nearly a decade. We have recently made a number of changes to make clear our intentions about who the bill should cover and who it shouldn't. Nearly every speaker on the other side has used the term amnesty. Think about that. Amnesty, amnesty, amnesty. If you say it enough, you can scare a lot of people into being against this bill. We're talking about a group of people who didn't do anything wrong. They didn't possess the intention to commit a crime or to cross the border illegally. They were brought here. This is a universe of people who deserve special consideration because the absence of wrongdoing is so clear. And for that, you use the term amnesty? That's outrageous. Next, we hear scare tactics regarding chain migration. My good friend Dan Lundgren says these people, once we give them this status, will be able to petition for their adult siblings. We have taken away petition rights for adult siblings, young siblings, grandparents, grandchildren, and it will be 25 years before any person whose status is adjusted under this legislation will be able to petition for the parent that brought that kid here, because we never undid my friend Lamar Smith's provision that required 10-year absence after the petition is filed for anyone who came to this country without authorization. The chain migration argument is another bogus argument, just like the amnesty argument. Then we hear from the gentleman from California, Mr. Rohrabacher, about the affirmative action amnesty legislation, which will give preference to all these people. This is a group of people who, under this legislation, will not be allowed to receive Pell Grants, will not be able to get into the health insurance exchanges. I know you plan to repeal them, but they will not be able to get into them. They will not qualify for food stamps. They're ineligible for the Medicare program. They're ineligible for the SHIP program. And you're talking about tremendous preferences over U.S. citizens? Another bogus argument. In closing, I would just say one sentence. In the end, this bill is less about the kids who deserve to benefit from the legislation, the country that will get the benefit of having them use their skills and their talents on our behalf. I urge an aye vote.
Time has expired.